he got any penalties or anything for it. I know they were investigating it, but he rejoined really, really unsafely. I think it was in front of the Sauber. I'm not letting myself get too excited with Hamilton. No, seriously, the Ferrari looked really strong. He looked really strong as well. So honestly, I think there's a lot that's going to happen with Lewis this weekend. Unless Max wants a little bit of revenge. Well, I haven't seen anything about Carlos Sainz. Don't know whether he has any penalties or anything. Oh, he's just been given a formal warning for driving in a manner potentially dangerous to other drivers when he pulled out of Nico Hülkenberg after spinning in the second practice session. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was one of the Sauber drivers. Max will end up being close to the front, 100%. He always does, yeah. But practice 1 and 2, he didn't really look strong. Again, what they do to the car overnight is down to Red Bull. But he was complaining a lot during practice. He just didn't have any grip. There were moments where they got shots of him. They showed us like replays and stuff of Max, and he just did not have control of the car. It was really bizarre. So what they do tonight to make that car better, you know, will be a big...
We interrupt your scheduled programming with a new transmission from Nike Football.
It takes no damage.
Welcome to the home of terrifying skill.
Introducing the Nordic Nightmare!
Nearly dead, yes, I know. But I managed to get some tickets and I will be going tomorrow. So up early in the morning to travel up to Aston Villa and go and see multiple bands before he comes on and does a song or two and dies. So, oh, excuse me, my hay fever is really bad today. Well, especially my nose. Oh, yes, we like it. Rostuka, how's it going? Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you very much for coming. See if we can get a few more lads to come in. And then we can start, obviously, chatting about today. Oh. It's really warm. Honestly, it's really warm. See, typical British person right here. Always complaining. There's always something to complain about. I'm not really a big lover of the heat anyway. I know it's because I'm ginger and the sun burns me every time it comes out, but no, I'm just not a massive fan. But the thing that keeps me going kind of through this heat is, you know, would I want it to be in the minuses or being really cold, snowing, ice and all that, you know? No, I wouldn't. So I would kind of rather be hot and bothered than freezing bloody cold. Oh, right. Where is everybody this evening? Easier to warm up than to cool down? Yeah, exactly. Good evening, mate. How's it going, Zoltan? Nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Well, we might as well start this evening then. I guess people can watch later on after the stream is finished. Being a large man, I'm never cold. I don't know if is that true. It depends. Define large. I would consider myself large. You know, I'm fucking huge, mate. Right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, shorts all year round. Hola, pene. Hola, tu gusta pene. Tu gusta grande pene. Welcome to Hungary for the Power Grid Racing League. This is race number 1 of season 12 for the Friday's Realistic Performance Division. We're carrying on from last season, of course, as lead commentator. Spec, evening, governor. What's all this about then? Right, so we're about to begin here, Hungary. Lovely circuit, very big fan of Hungary. I know there's a lot of people that don't enjoy it, but you're looking at somebody that does. So we're just going to quickly go through all the drivers this evening. So we have got Konski in the Aston Martin. He's a very familiar face. We got Bab in the Williams, also familiar. Betten in the Ferrari, familiar. Matt Mercedes, Hassan in the Williams, both familiar, of course. Fishtech Madman and Chaz in the McLarens. Very recognisable. Brasco and Rumsky, of course, in the Visa Cash Up and the Red Bull. Both know those guys from last season. DSL Brad, Trouser and Diablo in the Mercedes, Alpine and Red Bull, all know those guys as well. And Tronzik, Stucker and Tuck in the Haas, Sauber and the Alpine, we know those guys. George Emery, I don't think I've seen him before, but welcome. If I haven't,
okay, there are only a few cars out on track. We should consider getting out there.
Spec, Plevanch and Jan, I'm going to call him Jan, but we got the Ferrari, the Red Bull Cash App car and the Sauber. I just saw a comment, but I didn't have time. Home GP always peak. What are you kind of insinuating here? Because, you know, is it... I don't know, I'm just confusing myself. Right, so we got 5 drivers out on an outlap, the rest are... Oh, he's Hungarian, I didn't know. Oh, I see. Nice. It's nice to have somebody, obviously, from Hungary. It's nice to have other people from different countries, to be fair. I like it. Watch me be all over a set of
all set,
pole,
we're ready to go, so let's get the car out to the track.
I'll keep the state. Sticky, you're 14th. You were in the Sauber last season, wasn't you? Let's see if you can take pole on the Realistic Performance Division. So we've got a few drivers now out on an outlap. The rest are in the pits. Crying about, eh? Fucking hell. I know it's Hungary, but chill, bro. Right, so we got Bab, who is one of the first out on an outlap. But we have got Fishtech Madman. He's about to give us a lap around the circuit for qualifying. Bear with me. I'm just going to shut the door. Shut the fuck up, son. You know what I mean? That's better. Right, so far, so good. Purple sector, of course, for him, because he is the first person out on the circuit. You've really got to nail this circuit. You've really got to get it right, because if you do mess up, especially those corners, I think it was turn 6, you hit that curve on the right-hand side, you're going for a lovely little spin. Bambo, how's it going? Nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Bambo Sheet. I swear, have you told me your name before? Please remind me, because I know it's been about 2 months, but apparently I've forgotten everybody. Right, so Fishtech Madman is on a very good lap in the McLaren, coming around the final corner. And what can he give us? Is it a 112 around here? No, it's not. It's going to be a 116. Oh, 115.970. That's the fastest time thus far, set by Fishtech Madman in the McLaren. The Williams are bad with a 470. Zoltan says, I reckon Emery is getting pole. Well, we got to find out by the end of the session, so I honestly have no idea. Quite possible. I'll bet. Yes, I know you. Jeez Louise. Have you changed your name? Yeah, have you changed your name? You're in the pit. Fish is too fast. He is incredibly fast, isn't he? 0.5 of a second quicker than Bab. We got Chaz, third fastest with the 116.714. Konski with a 116.815. Intrinsic in fifth with a 117.185. And Hassan in sixth with a 117.364. So we are going to ride on board with one of the drivers that I quite like going on board with, and that is Mr. Brasco. I'm not going to confuse myself this season. I'm not even going to talk about it, because the more I talk about it, the more I'll confuse myself. Rumsky, fifth fastest,
Right,
116.932. And Chonzik with a 117.185. I think I've gone through all of those anyway. Well, nearly died in sector 2, says Sticker. I didn't even know you came out. Come straight back into the pits. Brad has gone second quickest, the 116.434. So the catch-up car is coming around the final corner now. And he crosses the line and he goes fifth fastest in the Visa catch-up car with a 116.803. We've got Matt coming out on an out lap, and we've got Plevanch. He is out on a lap going through sector 2. Oh, and just goes wide and has to run off the track. So he's invalidated, but he's missing a front wing. So he has taken a spin or hit the wall somewhere. So we're going to ride on board with the man who is predicted to take pole by a few drivers actually in the Haas. So let's see if the hype is all here. You know, because a lot of drivers have been saying he will be taking pole. But the 115.970 is the target to beat. That is Fishtech Madman. He is on provisional pole. Diablo's set his time in the Red Bull 117.294, and Hassan as well in the Williams with a 117.364. Whilst the bottom, so from 11 downwards, are all yet to set the time. So Matt is out on an out lap as well with George Emery. And then we've got two on an out lap, Stuka, Tuck and Jan. And then we've got Plevanch and Speck, Trouser and Betten, all in the pits yet to come out. So the Haas doing rather well. There was a few shaky parts in Sector 1, of course, hitting almost every single curve they went over. And it seems to be pretty much doing the same around the last couple of corners there. So that might cost him some time. But let's see what his official time will be. DRS wide open from P16 to P8, so just in front of his teammate. A 117.050 is very, very respectable. Matt F1 UK goes 12th fastest with a 117.518, as we're going to ride on board with our good friend Stuka. We've also got Tuck as well. I believe, is he going for a... Yes, he's beginning his lap. So we'll go back and forth between Stuka and Tuck. Both incredible drivers. Very talented drivers as well. So expect them both to at least be in that top 6. I would like to see them both in the top 6, or maybe even better in the top 3, or again, even better, maybe on pole position. It's all depending on how they push that car, how much are they willing to test themselves to get themselves to that top spot. So you've got to push on every single corner. You've got to get everything absolutely right. Maybe get yourself in maybe behind your teammate for a tow, maybe, or another rival. Oh, we were just saying that, and Stuka taking a little bit of a spin there on the exit of turn 4, sector 2, and he is... Has he got damage? Well, I'm assuming so.
If you find yourself getting understeer, then you're not getting enough
out of
grip
shape
from
on
the
the
front
exit
tyres.
there,
It
and
could mean the car isn't
unfortunately
being
he's
allowed
in
to
the
lean on
wall,
the tyre, possibly
so
caused
he'll
by a
have to
front
come into the
suspension that's too
pits,
stiff, or maybe the front wing
repair
isn't
the
producing
damage,
enough
and
downforce.
go out
Okay, that's
again.
all the
But
checks
that's not
complete,
good
we're ready
news.
to go.
Tuck then in P16, he's about to cross the finish line. Where will he put his Alpine? Remember we said top 6. Is that going to be the case? It's going to be the top 6. It's going to be the top 4. A 1:16.580 for the Alpine driver. That is an incredible time set, and I'm so glad I predicted the top 6, because how embarrassing would it have been if I said, I don't know, if he qualified 15th and I said he's easily a top 6 driver. Never mind, he's done it. So we're on board with Betten then in the Ferrari. What can he do? Another fast driver. So I can't believe I had to ask who you were in the chat. That is absolutely appalling from me. Your lead commentator doesn't even know who you are. You should give me a slap around the face. Oh, somebody, that is Jan in the Kick Sauber. He's gone 5th fastest with a 1:16.584. That is incredible from him, getting that car to where it is now. But we're focusing on the Ferrari at the moment of Betten, who's coming around the final corners, last final corners now. This is the final corner. And let's see where he puts this Ferrari. I reckon this is a top 6 as well. Betten is definitely a top 6 driver. Okay, 7th place. So, yeah, not too bad. A 1:16.747. He's a jumbo jet. But no, that was respectable. I did say top 6, and to get 7th, that's pretty much top 6, isn't it? But a very good time from Betten. Very impressed with the Ferrari driver as his teammate goes 11th. That's Spec with a 1:17.002. And whilst we're talking about the two Ferraris, the McLaren Fish Tech Madman goes even quicker with a 1:15.796. Is that going to be beaten? That's almost a second clear of DSL Brad. It's 7/10 quicker than DSL Brad in P2, but then Plevanch goes second quickest with a 1:16.197. That is as close as he can get to Fish Tech Madman with the 1:16.197. So that is 4/10 slower, almost 5/10. That's almost half a second slower than the McLaren. So what do you have to do to beat his pace? How do you overtake that McLaren? The simple answer is you've got to find the pace from somewhere. So you've got to brake later. You've got to trust the car, you trust your instinct, and that's what's going to find you the time going through every single sector within this circuit. But that is purely the only way you're going to beat Fish Tech Madman. But we'll have to see. We'll have to find out what you guys are capable of, where your braking points will be. How do you let the car, roll, if that makes sense? How do you coast it more to get on the power more earlier? DSL Brad unfortunately has invalidated his lap, as has Bab. Tuck in P5. Is he going for it? He stayed out on the circuit, 3-lap old soft compound tyres. And Chaz comes into the pits. Brasco is coming around the final corner now in 10th place with a 1:16.803, and a lovely toe there puts him in 7th place. Brasco with a 1:16.600, so not too far off of the top 6, and again not too far off the top 5. So I reckon get him in the pits, fresh set of soft compound tyres. He can see himself at least in the top 5 if he can push that car any more on the circuit. Intronsic has slowed down, so he's not going for it. So let's go on board with Rumsky. Is he going to go for a lap in that Red Bull? We'll have to find out whether he goes to the pit or whether he goes on for another lap. He's going for another lap. So let's go on board with our good friend Rumsky. Down in 13th for the 1:16.932. He's got a little bit of a toe from the car ahead as well. I think he might be too far away. Not entirely sure. But yeah, let's see what he can do in the Red Bull. We haven't seen much of him this session, of course, because there are 19 drivers, and getting through 19 drivers whilst they're doing their outlaps or doing their official lap times is quite difficult. So we kind of just have to pick and choose as we see them on the left-hand side of your screen, of course, where all the timings are and who's out on the lap and who's not, etc. So yeah, I'm really sorry if we don't get you in the qualifying, but I'm sure we'll try and get you, or I'm sure we get almost everybody in the race. So yeah, we've gone through a handful of drivers so far, but it's now Rumsky to give us a little taste of what it's like round the Hungary ring. and he gets extremely close to the track limits there going through Sector 2 as he enters Sector 3. And has he improved? No, he hasn't. So he might be staying in P14 unless this last sector time is absolute magic that randomly jumps him up inside maybe the top 10. But let's see what he can do. Can he improve on his lap time? Coming around the final corner now. Was he following the Mercedes? He is following the Mercedes. And he will stay P14 for now. As we go on board with Hassan, who's on 7-lapped old soft compound tyres, which is a little bit bizarre. Oh no, to be honest,
Okay, mate,
I will be honest
so
here.
far, 1 minute,
We did
16.5. We're 19th
Hassan,
in
and
the
we will
speed
talk
trap,
about him now. This is his strategy. We spoke
195.3
about it on
miles per hour.
Tuesday. I said it was a little bit bizarre, but to be fair, we all have our sort of strategies, you know, on how people prepare for their race or well, prepare for their qualifying lap or prepare for the race. And Hassan's strategy is usually go out for about 7 laps
Right, the car's ready.
on
Let's
the
get it
soft
out there.
compound sides. I think this is to kind of get used to the track a little bit before coming in. Set an official lap time. Go for it again maybe just to get yourself a little bit more up to date with the track where you can push the car more to its limits. And then he just keeps going for it, you know, and he gets quicker and quicker. But unfortunately tonight it obviously isn't the case. 17th, that's okay. A 1:17.210. But I'm sure when he comes out of the pits in a few moments' time for his last official lap time, he will go quicker than 17th because he is more than capable of getting inside the top 10. He just has to prove to us that he can do it, of course. So big up the Hassan, give him the love, and obviously be patient with him. You know, Friday's realistic performance division, it can be quite difficult to handle. Better says I somehow managed to damage my rear wing. How is that possible? Unless you've taken a spin or reversed into a board, I'm not too sure. Spec goes 7th fastest in the Ferrari with a 1:16.532. Teammate of Betten, who's in the pits, down in P14. We've got a few drivers coming out on their outlap. The rest are pretty much in the pits. I would like to go on board with somebody who we haven't seen. Fishtape Man we've seen. Bab, we've seen a brief moment in this session, of course. We have seen Stuka, but I would like to go on board with him because he's only 16th with a 1:17.183. We saw him once, and he unfortunately took that spin at Sector 2, but we'd like to see if he can do it again, and if he can get himself higher than P16. Bab has gone for a lap as well. He's crossed the line, so he will be next. And Spec has already come out for a lap time. So far, so good from Stuka. You know, this is the part where you have to get it right. At the top of the hill, you have to slow that car down enough and touch a lot of the right-hand side curve too, which he does perfectly. Nailed it that time. And again, that right-hand bend here, you've got to nail perfect. Don't touch the inside of that right curve, but get a lot of curve on the exit on the left. And then go through the fast right left-hander, and that was perfect, clean, absolutely perfect from Stuka here. Again, getting a lot of curve there on the left-hand side as he approaches this corner here, down towards the end of Sector 2 to begin Sector 3. And his 3 attempts quicker so far, so this should be at least a P12 or a P13. Oh, but has invalidated his lap time. But we're going to carry on because I think this lap is quite good. So let's see where he can finish, or where he would have finished.
You at the end of this lap.
Did he shut down? Did he slow down maybe? I'm not too sure. That would have been a 1:16.730. So that would have put him 15th, so 1 place up. Bab goes 3rd fastest in the meantime in the Williams with the 1:16.223. That's a very respectable time from him, and I think that may be the last time that he's going to set, because we've got 55 seconds remaining. Plevance we haven't seen so much of in the Visa Red Bull Cash App car. There is one driver I would like to go to after this, and that is Trouser. We haven't seen much of him this evening, so I would like to go with him after this. Brasco, my setup is shit, had a 16 flat in practice. Really? Where is Brasco for that matter? Brasco's 10th fastest. Didn't mean to yell there. Yeah, no, that's all right. I'm not crying. I didn't take it that way. Brasco P10 1:16.600. It's okay. It's fine. You know, 10th is respectable. You're in the top 10. You can't come out. It's fine. Don't worry about it. There's plenty more races to go. Plevanch in second place. Is he going to be able to take that pole position away from Fishtech Madman? No, he's not. So 1:16.107 for him. George then is the other driver we were told, well, were predicted to get pole position. I want to stay on board with Trouser because we haven't seen much of the Alpine man this evening, so it's nice to get on board with him in P8 at 1:16.533. Whoa, Tuck goes second quickest. Look at that with a 1:15.929. He's overtaken Plevanch to take P2. George Emery in fourth now with a 1:16.115. DSL Brad 1:16.135, and Fishtech Madman has set the fastest time with a 1:15.776. So he's gone even quicker. That is unbelievable. We're still on board with Trouser then in the Alpine. Haven't really been paying much attention, unfortunately, to whether he's been improving or not, because Fishtech Madman just needs to slow down. So hopefully when he crosses the line, he's either improved or he hasn't. Either or. He has, and he's gone 9th fastest. A very respectable time from Trouser. Absolutely incredible. This is kind of his strategy, though. He's another one like Hassan, like we explained on Tuesday. He has the strategy where he'll leave it out as long as possible with those current tyres during the race. And he'll come in later than everybody else, and he'll be on fresher tyres. So watch out for Trouser during the race. He is a midfield man when he usually qualifies. So you usually see Trouser here, at least from P6 to P9. And again, he's one of those drivers who will go on a strategy that will, you know, medium hard compound tyres for 15, 20 odd laps before coming in. Or unless there's a safety car, you know, then it changes it up a little bit. But every single driver has their sort of own strategy. And Hassan and Trouser, for me, kind of stand out the most with their strategies as I've come to know them with my commentary. Shift, my car is impeding, but don't have control over it since I got flagged. Oh shit, my car is impeding. 15.9, but got impeded by Milan's AI. Oh, spec. Right, bear with me. I'll come on to that topic in a minute. Fishtech Madman P1, Tuck P2, Plevanch P3, George P4, Brad P5, Intronsic P6, Spad P7, Konski P8, Trouser P9 and Diablo P10, Hassan P11, Spec P12, Chaz P13, Jan P14, Brasco P15, Rumsky P16, Betten P17, Stuka P18, and Matt F1 UK down in 19th place. Stuka said, yeah, the 1:15.9, so that was at least the top three, but got impeded by Spec. Oh, that's really unfortunate, you see. The only thing I can suggest is, you know, if you want or need to report it, you know what to do. But I don't know what it's like with the friendship here, to be honest. I don't know who's friends with who. So I don't want you to repeat your best friend of some sort, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you need or want to, report to the correct channel, of course. But if you don't want to and you don't feel it's needed, don't worry. And don't kick off in the fucking chat either. You know, this is not just based to you guys, it's to everybody. Please don't kick off in the chat if anything happens this race. Please private message them and have an argument there, or report it to the correct channel. Thank you. Oh, by the way, the Oasis concert has just kicked off in Cardiff. And I don't know what it's like. Oh, but we're about to begin here in Hungary anyway. We're moments away from starting the race. Oh, Mason's on stage. Oh, this is unreal. Why do they do this? Why do they have to wait for that minute for everybody to ready up? Like, if you know what time this is, you should do this before the race. If it's going to be good,
We're not expecting any changes to the weather today. It should be dry throughout.
So we're about to begin.
Okay, incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
Right, so we are about to begin the race here in Hungary. How the operation is driving really So, who is going to win the race out first? You or someone you love was skinned by no car? Here at reputational damage specialist, we pinpoint the exact cause of your suffering. Eliminating anti-car using our gold standard assessment process. We'll create a recovery plan to get you back on that. So call us today. Good safe hand.
Your personal messages. Yours. You can't hear it. You can't see it. On WhatsApp, no one can see or hear personal messages.
Me?
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Okay, clear.
No room is being left here to either driver. The Haas takes a spin, crashes into the Williams at the same time. That is in out, I believe. Oh no, it's not. He's just gone ghosted. The Haas driver, I don't think was left a lot of room. Went off to the runoff area and unfortunately took a bit of a spin, which then caused him to go into the Williams. And I believe that was Hassan. I don't know whether he's got any damage or not.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
So what are we looking at? Where is the closest battle? Who's going for an overtake? Is there anybody looking for an overtake? The McLaren now, Chad, got really close, as did Jan behind there. They kind of had a little glance, they moved to the side, but then quickly went back into form as George gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and red tyres in the pit lane on lap 4. Why am I communicating with online services? I hope that's not correct. But it looks like we're fine. So far, so good. One retiree, unfortunately, on lap 4:35. We've had a few instances already that unfortunately were cleared. No safety cars have come out yet because the drivers have managed to carry on from those crashes. But yeah, we're all good so far. Everybody is having a smashing time here. GSL Brad is now, he's now got the second to cut as this program has. So it's down 3 seconds. The gap between himself and number 2. They are both, by the way, 1 and 2, they're both fighting for the lead of this race. And again, we're seeing the gaps now. There's a few big gaps, but when it comes to the midfield, like this, the Ferrari gets past the Quicksilver, or the Quicksilver went to make a move. Yeah, when we get to the midfield battle, this is where it becomes more interesting. A lot of drivers are wanting to exchange position, and there goes the Red Bull. Rumsky looked for it, went to the inside. It was too far, had to go back to the racing line, and he stays in P12. Won't be getting past the Quicksilver anytime soon, unless...
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
But so far so good. No position changes, of course, this lap. But this is your closest battle and technically the most significant because it is for the lead of the race. They've now extended their lead from DSL by
Green flag.
7 tenths. So in the first 2 laps they've made a gap of 1.7 over the Mercedes of DSL Brad. And there's a yellow flag, and that is for Trouser. He is not having one of those races where, well, I really suck at talking about this because I like hoping to drive it here. And I don't want to annoy him. But this is just one of those races where it's not working out for him. But he had that little incident there, and I think he's just had another incident as well. But I know he's a fighter, he'll carry on. You know, I think he'd rather be spinning.
You're lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
Fighting, and we give him a lot of respect and love, and we wish him the very best for the remainder of this race, of course. Jan has just overtaken the Ferrari of Benton, but they're still very close, side by side. The Ferrari has, I don't know whether he was yielding there to let the Sauber go, but he has managed to get past. Is he going to get, they're going to get tight. They're getting tight, getting touching. The Ferrari and the Sauber almost came together, and that could have ended both of their races. But this is what we're saying about giving each other space. We've really got to be very aware, very cautious of what we're doing, you know. If you're going into that turn 5 and you've got a car, you might as well back out because there's no point of trying to overtake or trying to defend a move there because we all know what everybody's like. You're not going to back out going through that corner, but you've got one of you has to back out and you've got to be the more responsible one. And I know you want to go to the gap, you want to go to the door, you want to walk through the door when it's open, but you cannot go for a move there expecting the person ahead of you or on the inside to back out. You know, you've got to be more responsible, have a little bit more, you know, respect in a sense, you know. Bad has just got past yourself Brad to take P3, so this is what we were talking about. The Mercedes has just been the most Q4. I was going to say, I thought they were going to go side by side then have Mercedes, but they haven't. We want to get to this corner here because I think, it was very close to happening. That's where you want to give the most respect, the most space to the drivers because it avoids collisions. We don't want to see any more collisions, so let's just use more of our racing range there, you know, switch it on a little bit. car, and he's going into the pits rather early on those medium compound tyres. Unless he's got some damage, so we're just going to double check quickly whether he's coming in for a change of just tyres or any damage like to the plugs or something. No, he's coming in very, very early for the hard tyres, so this may be a strategic move on, keeping quite a few touches here and there. People getting rather close, getting rather aggressive, as it were, and that may cause a safety car. So he comes out on the hard compound tyres, gives it a go, goes for as long as he can, or maybe he's predicting the safety car. The safety car may be out later on in this race, he'll come in for a fresh set of tyres, so that may be an advantage to sticker maybe. Who knows? But this is a very dicey battle here. We've got the Fix Albert of Ram, the Ferrari of Beckham, Chazzy and McLaren of Haas, the Williams of Hassan and Ferrari Spec. They're all fighting for P7, so a five-way battle here is going on. And this is really interesting because look how close they are together. That is so difficult to separate. And the DRS plays a vital part here, but it's just so difficult to overtake because again, it's a DRS phone. There's a salver in the background there, as mentioned, it's really very close. But they all gain the same amount of speed, the extra 15, 16 kilometers an hour down that main straight of extra speed. And Vettel just gets past. He had a, Jan, he did go for a little dive there. He didn't slow the car down in time, and I think they did touch. He couldn't really get enough room to Beckham. Beckham did take the race.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.9 seconds.
Get squeezed there, so a little bit of fast racing, but if you felt like the gap was there, I understand you're going to take it, but you've really got to be realistic about your overtaking and see whether it's best thing to do for you. So we've got Val here as well. We've got Krauser, Matt and Brasco all fighting down here. Whee! FL or Beauty Gold. How's it going? Driver of the day on Tuesday. You got yourself some extra coins? I saw how many coins you got, and well, that was mental. So congratulations for Tuesday, my friend, for getting driver of the day. Let's hope we see more performances like that for more races to come, of course. If you didn't see Tuesday's Masters division, of course you can look up on the Gear Up screen. Crumpet! How's it going, mate? Nice to see you. Thank you. Look, it's so happy seeing you guys here. It's incredible. It is incredible seeing you guys here. If you didn't see the Tuesday's Masters division, you can go back and you can watch it and you can see why I gave Blue his driver of the day. Yes, thank you for that, mate. I managed quite a few awards there. You did the most overtakes, you got the driver of the day, the fastest time. So yeah, you got a few of them, mate. Honestly, you were incredible. You were very good on Tuesday. So like I said, more of that to come, please. But we have a pretty good race here this evening. It got very tasty. Love you, mate. Says Benfits. Love you too, my friend. Thank you very much for being here. It is really good to see you. It really is. I'll be racing next Friday. Gets in. I'll make sure to get the link on the comms, of course. We'll give you a big old mention. Yeah, good race so far. We've seen a few incidences at the beginning of the race, of course. It seemed to have died down a little bit. People are starting to make their pit stops now. And it seemed that
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
that are pitting in that 9, 10, 11. And they're all going for the hard compound tyres, but they've still got to now complete 24, 25 of laps on those hard compound tyres. It is doable, a lot of the riders can make it happen. But it's a very, very long way to go. I was really confident now trying. How's my teammate Brasco doing? Brasco is in P10, but if you're referring to Tuesdays, not entirely sure.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
We'll just miss you even more. No, it'll be good to see you back next week, my friend. Just check out that wall. There was a big fight there going on. The Aston Martin and the Mercedes. We'll return to that talk about the leader of the race in a moment. But yeah, that was very interesting there. Brad and Consky. Consky does have a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. So this might be a little bit easier for Brad in the sense of overtaking. Yeah, it got very close between those two. But yeah, we're going to go on board with this just to say that he's now extended his lead by almost 3 seconds over Tuck and Q2. So he is absolutely flying. But Tuck and Matt now are fighting away. The Alpine versus the Williams for P2. They are 2.2 seconds.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
Now it'll be later on the brakes. The Alpine was later on the brakes there. He got the better of the Williams. The Williams does give a lot of room. That's respectable driving. That's what we want to see. The room being given.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 a lap.
And that again is defensive driving. But that is respectable defensive driving. And that's how we like to see the drivers race this evening. Hard, but fair. Fab and tough, proving why racing is absolutely fantastic. Why it's the best sport in the world. Well, that's my personal opinion. I love my sport, but I think it's the best sport in the world. And I love my football, but football is not the best sport in the world. It's all about the Formula One. I love Formula One. I love the MotoGP. I love all of the motorsports.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Very risky move that almost paid off from Consky. So keep that going, guys. That was great racing. Very good defensive play there from Clever. A very good attacking strategy from Consky there, putting on pressure. But Clever dealt with that pressure very well. Further back now, we've got Williams versus the Ferrari versus the McLaren. So we've got
This is our true place here. They've pitted as well, so we've got to warm up our tyres and get the most out of it. Come on. And gap to the car in front, 3.8 seconds.
He's on
catching the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now. Really good. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.6 seconds.
My job as a commentator to do that. But yeah, that is what happened to him in full detail. Lap 4 is when the safety car came out. Sorry, he didn't even get a safety car. He retired on lap 4. So we're pretty much at halfway distance now. Lap 17 of 35. And it's still very interesting in the midfield battle, especially with these guys here. We've got Chad Beckham and Christopher Madman now. And then we've got Dusek Brad, Tuck, and Spec all fighting. So all the way up from P6 down to P11. But Christopher Madman was our race leader. He's on the special compound tyre, so expect him to get past Beckham in a moment. However, Beckham will benefit from the DRS from Chad, who is Christopher Madman's teammate. So you would expect the McLaren to try and help his teammate out who was in the lead of this race, but that was moving under braking there from Beckham. Well, again, that's what it looked like from my perspective. The drivers have their own perspective when they're racing, but as a commentator, we have our perspective, and obviously, I think he was just trying to get out of the way or try and go for a move on Chad, and unfortunately, he kind of had to slow down, which then put him in the path of Christopher Madman, and he wouldn't want to be putting his car in that particular battle after being in the lead of this race for so long, and maybe to have his race ended, so abrupt would have been an absolute nightmare for him. But it's a great battle in the midfield. Like I said, we've got Busquets, who is now going up in the distance to chase down Hassan, Chad, Beckham, also Brad, Tuck, and Spec all now fighting for P7. Brasco having a lovely little race to himself in P12. We've got Stuttgart, Wronski and Matt all fighting away for P13, so Sauber in the background.
Seeing a lot of tyres egg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it.
Is still in this race as well, and Diablo down in P18. Because a lot of the commentators do seem to forget that these guys are...
Okay, caution. Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash.
They are still racing. Safety car. Or is that a virtual safety car? Is it a safety car? I don't know. I think it's a virtual safety car.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Caution.
Oh, Konski. Konski took a spin. He's gone ghosted. Hassan now has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. And then we saw another penalty. Hold on, was that it? No, okay, I didn't see the other penalty.
Tyre condition still looking good.
That caused Hassan a little bit of grief. A 10-second time penalty, a drive-through penalty he's going to have to serve within the next 3 laps. Or is he serving that now? I think he's serving that now. Oh, because he's already come into the pits to change the tyres. So that is not what you want, though. But that, unfortunately, is the consequences of...
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta.
Very bad, taking a little spin on turn 1. There is the Alpine as well of Trouser. Oh, there's a 10-second time penalty from that for a severe collision with Trouser.
is honestly... Oh, it's a red flag. What is going on here? A red flag has been brought out. That's going to get us back to a standing start. Oh, shit. What the heck happened? Yeah, a red flag for that. There is no way, says Betten. He's just pitted. That is the most bizarre incident I've ever seen. Matt and Trouser had a little coming together.
Right, this is a good chance to change our strategy for the
Now
rest of
we
the Grand
see a
Prix if we
red
want to.
flag on the opening race of the season. Spec says skill issue. I think they're going to be... Trouser thought they were ghosted and murdered people. Oh, thank you for coming in to make that comment. That's made my evening. Oh, jeez. The stewards are going to be so busy tonight. Fought my way back from basically last to P7 only to get
Back on track. Let's make the best of this restart. Let's go.
Chaz has got a great start. Trouser gets a 10-second penalty for a severe collision with Jan. It's all kicking off here. Trouser's
Green flag.
getting it all wrong. DSL Brad and Chaz have got the one up on Fish Slick Madman. This is insane. There's a yellow caution in sector 1. I have no idea what's going on. That is bad. He is slowed down for some reason. Rumsky gets a
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Mercedes as well. That's not F1 UK, and that has caused another virtual safety car. What is going on, guys? Jeez. Let's get this right. Come on. Yeah, this is chaos. 10-second penalty for Intronsic for corner cutting. He gained the position. Is it a virtual safety car? Because it's saying it's yellow on the map.
We interrupt your scheduled program with a new transmission from Nike Football. Welcome to the home of terrifying skill.
Introducing the Lord of Nightmare.
Don't just be done.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Gap to your teammate behind, 26.0 seconds. lost some time to the car behind.
Give Stuka a little bit more of a get up and go. Stuka, if you finish inside the top 7 with the tyres that you have on, because I don't think you're going to pit, top 7 you'll get driver of the day. Just to give you a little bit of a boost. So he's in P5. If he finishes outside the top 7, no driver of the day for him. But if he stays in P5 or P6 or maybe higher, he will get driver of the day. So give him that little bit more energy, more commitment, you know, the confidence for him. Let's see if he can get away from these guys for a driver of the day. This Tech Madman has got to have a few said that, of course we saw that happen. He is now under pressure from Spec and P3. Chaz though is chasing Spec down the Ferrari line as well. Chaz is another one, 16-lap-old hard, and how is he still within touching distance of Spec and DSL Brad, who is on 4-lap-old medium compound tyres. Touch up to 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and then becomes the second retiree of this race. Yeah, my question, sorry, how is he still...
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
But surely, DSL Brad and Spec, who are on the pressure...
Okay,
they
clear.
should have been gone by now, but there is Chaz, 17-lap-old hard compound tyres, and it's not working. Look, there is Brasco, getting past Stuka, he's trying to fend him off, he can't unfortunately, oh but he can! Oh, I thought he was going to go past again, I thought he was going to try and go around the outside here before turn 4.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.6 seconds.
Brasco, and again, I think that was inevitable, he was going to get past regardless. And there is a little bit of a spin, I don't know who that is, Clever, no, it's not Clever. Who is that? Oh, it's Hut's car, sorry. It's Hut's car, it's not him. This is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. 17-lap-old hard compound tyres. And it's like they're brand new. This Tech Madman has got 20-lap-old medium compound tyres. And it's like they've never been touched. It's just incredible. How is he still ahead? And he's out of the DRS range as well, this Tech. And Chaz is still within DRS as well, 5/4 tenths now, closer to Spec.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Sending off Rumsky now in P6. We've got DRS, Doug Rumsky in the Red Bull, and then we've got Jan in the Sauber, teammate of Stuka, very close behind. Rumsky going down the outside, Stuka defending the inside. Is the Sauber man going to hold on? DRS open for the Red Bull. He's going to fend off the outside of Stuka, but goes back to the racing line, and he is still in P6, but only just doing a little Vin Diesel impression there. Tokyo drifting around turn 5, but remains in P6 for the time being. And here we go then, Hassan and Trondit and Jan all getting involved with this now, with Rumsky and Stuka. Stuka is giving me Fernando Alonso vibe, where he's sort of holding them up a little bit. Obviously Brasco is further up ahead in the distance, but yeah, Fernando Alonso vibe for Stuka. Diablo's catching these guys, as is Tomsky. Bab is not too far away as well. Matt is became 14th, fighting with Gaston down in the Ferrari. Unfortunately, that red flag really didn't help this guy. How disrespectful, I'm sorry, Gaston. Yeah, the red flag didn't help him at all.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 22.7 seconds.
Very hard this season to get where he got to. And that red flag after his hitting was absolutely soul-crushing. I say soul-crushing because I don't have a soul-crushing. Right then, so driver of the day will be decided. This is so difficult because Stuka is now going into P8. And he's got him done it. I'm really sorry, Stuka. I know you fought as hard as you could to stay in the P7.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
Please don't lose that, 'cause I don't know why. I think he's genuinely amazing. So this is actually on fresh medium for still 623. Yeah, I think he came in with the red flag. I think he changed to fresh medium. But 71 laps in experience in second, by the way. Slap me as well if I just ask you who you are. And I know who you are. Yeah, so congratulations once again, Chaz. You are the constant driver of the day this evening. But please take round, man. Yeah, we're just going to continue saying it. Really, 23 lap old medium is not FL is everything anything like you can see it. We both think, well, he thinks, because he said it. FL, I'm not going to take the story. The tyre glitch with the red flag is good because Codemaster still can't sort these issues out. So what you're seeing on the screen is a 24 lap old medium with 24 lap old medium stripper. It's that's not the case. So lap 32 of 35, we've got 3 more laps remaining of the first round here in Hungary for the car who's racing on Friday realistic vision. Fish take now by making the same lesson. From the very beginning, qualifying was great. And the race, you could look incredibly fast. Either way, still goes right, exactly. But the fish tech was incredibly quick. The qualifying in his own world, I know I'm repeating myself because I think it's really but he was incredibly quick and just nothing is stopping him right now. I don't think a lot of people can do anything to stop him.
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
So this is going to be interesting. Lap 33 has begun now, so technically this lap 34, 35, 3 laps to go. And we've still got a very close battle here from DSL Brad, Steph, Blasco and Chad all fighting for the final podium position. Yeah, there we go. There's the Sauber and the House going for a little fight there. That's Yannon and Tronzik. And Tronzik has a 3-second time penalty, so he's got to be careful for what he's doing. I know he's desperate to try and get past to get 3 seconds ahead, but I think they're just going to keep fighting to the very end now. So what penalty you've got to unfortunately stick with until you finish. Hassan is going to get at least 2 positions, so he's going to go up to at least 7 after this race is finished. No, he's not, sorry. He might do. No, he will. If this continues like it is, so Hassan will go up 2, because Lumpsky and Tronzik has a penalty, but of course, overtake can happen, so things may change towards the dying stages. Person gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warning. That is Trouser adding to the list of things that he wants to forget about this race tonight. Yellow flag going in sector 2 now. This is at the Sauber of Yale, Jan. And something's happened to him now because he was fighting. I swear, in this battle here in terms of Lumpsky Hassan, he was fighting within this battle, but he's now gone down to P13. Lap 34 now, 35, so 2 more racing laps to go. Let's see what these guys in the midfield. I think we've got a fair war with these guys in the midfield, but we've also got the guys up further fighting 4-2-2 as well. So we've got to kind of flip to and from. So we're going to remain with the midfield battle with P6 for this lap, and then when we get on 35 or 35, we'll go on to the guys ahead. But Rumpsky is under pressure from Tronzik. Hassan's trying to get past Tronzik to P7, and Tomsky and P9 trying to get past Hassan to P8. But this isn't really the place to be overtaking in sector 2, so they can get as close as they want. They've kind of got to pray for somebody to make a mistake here for them to be able to overtake, but I don't think that has been happening. That is in Tronzik, I say that, and he's gone straight into the wall, taking a bit of a spin.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on. Gap to your teammate behind, 30.0 seconds.
Due to make a mistake, and that is the first, and that has unfortunately put him down to P10.
mate. Final lap.
That is
Keep
just
your
a big
concentration
shame for
and let's
him
bring it
because he
home.
has raced incredibly hard this season, and that just again. So here we go then, a battle for P2. Brad has extended his lead ahead of these guys by 3 seconds in the last time we saw him. Spec, Brasco and Chaz all fighting for that final spot. Chaz wants to get himself on the podium. Brasco wants to get on the podium as well. But two people are stopping them from getting on that podium. And Tronzik retired. But yeah, it's Brad and Spec. So if they want to get on the podium, Brasco and Chaz, they've got to get past. They've got to get past quick. But pretty much from lap one, the qualifying was incredible. Well, okay, pretty much from the qualifying, all the way from lap one until now, this guy has been unstoppable. You know, he's been in the lead of this race all throughout every session.
Is that the
So
checkered
it's
flag?
only fair to give him the
I didn't see
credit
it.
that he deserves. So Fish Tech Madman for the McLaren team, stand up and take a bow because you win in Hungary this evening for the Fridays Realistic division. I can't even talk right. DSL Brad comes home in P2, Spec in P3 and Brasco P4. Chaz, your driver of the day, gets P5. Rumsky swaps with Hassan P6, Rumsky P7. Diablo P8 finishes behind his teammate Rumsky. Komsky finishes P9. Stucker in P10. Now P9 because Bab's gone to P10. Komsky P11. Yam P12. Matt P13. Betten P14. Plevanch P15 and Trouser P16. Matt, his 10 seconds wasn't served, so he goes down to P14 and Betten up to 13. Jesus, that stake is horrible, says Sticker. You were very close for getting a very good result this evening, Sticker, honestly. Don't blame the car. No, I'm joking. Blame the car. If you were put in a McLaren or a Ferrari or a Mercedes or whatever, you would have absolutely flew tonight. So yeah, blame the car. But very strange red flag. Oh, driver of the day goes. Oh, right, okay. Driver of the... This is new. Race winner Fish Tech, fastest lap Bab, driver of the day Brasco. Hassan gets the most overtakes and cleanest driver was Brad. Brasco gets driver of the day for the game, but Chaz gets driver of the day for myself for the commentary team. So let's quickly go through your results one more time. Fish Tech Madman P1, Brad P2, Spec P3, Brasco P4, Chaz, your driver of the day P5, Hassan P6, Rumsky P7, Diablo P8, Stucker P9 and Bab P10, Konski P11, Yam P12, Betten P13, Matt P14, Plevance P15, Trouser P16 and Tronzik, Tuck and George all retired from this race, 17th, 18th and 19th. So the Haas team will go into the season with no points. But apart from that, ladies and gents, like I said, qualifying was brilliant. The race was a bit bizarre. We didn't see safety cars. I think we saw two virtuals. The red flag came out for a bizarre moment as well. But yeah, an incredible race. Towards the end, got a bit messy, but we managed to kind of sort that out. And that's what we want, you know, clean, fair racing. But apart from that, guys, that is it. That concludes of today's race for the Friday's Realistic Performance Division. We'll be back on Tuesday for the Masters Division, so please make sure you can join us for that because it will be lovely to see your support. And then, of course, we'll be back next week on Friday to do round number 2 as well. Round number 2 for both division on the Tuesday and the Friday. But it's lovely to be back on the Fridays. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for supporting me as well. It's been absolutely lovely to see you all. Thank you, FL. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Until then, guys, all the love, all the peace. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.